Hello everybody and welcome to this tutorial. So today we're gonna go ahead and talk a little bit more about input and basically not input but output and formatting the output. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few new concepts that we're gonna go over. First of all, you have, oh, where's my mouse? There it is. I know there's this new thing on Macs where you move your mouse and apparently it enlarges. So in case you lose your mouse pointer on the screen, you can actually find it. I never thought I would ever need that, but here was a moment where that would have been useful. Anyway, let's go ahead and use std : cout, and let's use our insertion operator and type in 2000 and I'm pretty sure it's 16. Yes, it is 16 for crying out loud. It is because it says in the bottom right corner. So, anyway, let's go ahead and continue. We're gonna open up quote marks, press space here, type in is today's year. And we're gonna put a dot there. Then we're gonna say again, we're gonna use the insertion operator again and type in std : and L. Now, end L means end line. It adds a new line after the output. Why do we need this? Well, have a look at this. Well, we're just gonna, let's go ahead and copy this part. I'm a really lazy typer, so everything that I can like copy, I'll like basically just copy it and reuse it for my own code, but maybe not the best of practices for you at the very beginning. So this is today's month. I'm pretty sure this is not today's month. In fact, I am actually certain now that I look at the date down below, but in my notes, it is the today's month. Okay, now we're gonna do this again and type in std : and L. And we need a semicolon at the end here and a semicolon at the end here. These are line terminators. And type in std : I'm going to just type in cout. We want to get a full date out of this. So insertion, what day is it today? 16th. Apparently it is 16th. I'm very bad with time and dates, etc. I pretty much have no concept of time or anything like that. Never understood it really. Again, we shall type in the insertion operators here, std and L. So if we print this out, each one of these lines will go into a new line, which might seem very natural to you. But let me show you something. So if I run it, build it and run it, you see everything. You have 2016 is today's year, 3 well, what? Yeah, 3rd is today's month, and 16th is today's day. However, if I did not have end L at the end of every line, so we can just comment them out. I'll explain the comments in a moment. Well, not here. You can just place a line terminator here and / here. You can do the same thing here. Just place a line ending here and / here. Okay, so now let's run the program. What is this? 2016 is today's year, 3rd is today's month, and 16th is today's day. So the end L at the bottom doesn't really matter, but the other ones do. Why? Well, it doesn't matter that all these things are in different lines. The computer doesn't care. In fact, it couldn't care less. Unless you tell it to actually print something in the new line, everything's going to get printed in the very same line. The last end L here, it pretty much just serves to tell you that whatever comes afterwards shall be printed in the new line. That's pretty much it. Okay, so let's remove this. Keep that in mind. The computer doesn't care how you order. The computer cares what you tell it and how you tell it to order things, around. So let's take a look at another example. So there are various modes and methods of formatting this. You can take a look at it on the net as well. And you can ask questions in the course itself in the discussion section. There is always somebody from the tech support to provide answers for you there. But in general, you can do stuff like this. So you see it says here C out, and then we can insert something here. We can say std : set width. And I don't know, we can set width to be five positions. And let's go ahead and put those 5 positions in each one of these. So Control C. Oh, actually, need an insertion operator here. So we are going to effectively copy this in order to reuse the code. Space, and down here as well, space. There we go. So it says here set width that it needs to, that this first, the 2016 in total is going to occupy 5 positions. So you're going to see 1 space here in front. Here you're going to see 4 spaces in front, and here you're going to see 3 spaces in front when it gets printed out onto the screen. So let's go ahead and press Control S to save it, and then let's build and run it. There seems to be a problem here in this line. Oh well, no big deal. Ah, right. Of course. Now you see, this is a typical error that people get. They forget to, I don't know, include a certain library. We're gonna go ahead and include, well, I've forgotten it, but it's actually a good thing in spite of what you might say. Include. So if you forget something, it doesn't matter. It's gonna tell you. It says error down here in the console place. It's kind of difficult to see it down here, but try to read these errors. Try to read it where it says is not a member of STD. Okay. Well, probably because we didn't include the library up here. So IO, we will get to the debugging part where the debugging process will be explained in great detail, what you need to look for, how you need to read it, how you need to read the errors, etc., what something means, where the errors are most likely to be found, what sort of errors can you expect, etc. So we will deal with that in a completely separate section, but for the time being, just if you want to pay a little bit of attention down there, I will of course enlarge it when we get to that section. So if you type in IO manip, so input output manipulate, and if we press Control S, and if we run this again, you see it's going to work without any problems of whatsoever. So all we needed to do was include a library. And as you can see, it says 1 space, 1 position, 2016. So 2016 is 4 digits, and set width was 5. 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, everything is formatted in that fashion. Hopefully, get the idea. There are many more ways of formatting this. In fact, the ways of formatting text output are infinite. There is no end to that. You can manipulate it in so many ways. It's hilarious. But this is just a basic example as we get into more and more complex stuff. So we're just going over some basic things as we move along. So I'm going to go ahead and bid you farewell here, and then we're going to go ahead and continue in the follow-up tutorial of this chapter.